He discovers gravity on a Tuesday. By Thursday, he's in a Reddit argument about whether apples even fall. Nobody believes him, not because he's wrong, because he posted it in subreddit r/physics and his account was 3 days old. Unverified, needs peer review. Also, your formatting is bad. Welcome to the most dangerous brain in human history. Online, unmoderated, and already ratioed. Let's go. It's 1666. The plague has shut Cambridge down. Newton is alone in Woolsthorpe, which history calls his year of wonders. He invents calculus. He splits white light into spectrum. He watches the apple. He starts connecting forces across distance in a way no human has ever done. Now give him Wi-Fi. Not metaphorical Wi-Fi, actual broadband, fiber optic, unlimited data. The same internet your cousin uses to argue about the moon landing at 2 a.m. The first thing Newton does is Google himself. Nothing comes up. 0 results. Isaac Newton. No Wikipedia page, no citations, no legacy. He is, to the internet, nobody. Just a man in a farmhouse with unwashed hair and the most complete model of physical reality ever assembled in a single human skull. He makes a Twitter account. He gets 11 followers in the first week. 10 of them are bots. This is already going wrong. Here's what people don't understand about Newton. He was not nice. He was obsessive, vindictive, privately furious, publicly cold. He spent more time on biblical cryptography than most people spend on their entire careers. He tried to decode the exact date of the apocalypse using the Book of Daniel. He ran the Royal Mint and had counterfeiters executed, not arrested, executed. This man did not have chill. He had output. Now watch what happens when output meets the engagement algorithm. His first viral post is not about gravity, it's about light. He posts a diagram of a prism splitting white light into color and writes, and I want you to hear this in his actual register. White light is not pure, it is compounded. Each color hath its own refrangibility and cannot be altered. 4 words come back immediately. Actually, that's Descartes. Newton stares at his screen. Something behind his eyes locks. He does not respond once. He responds 47 times over 3 days, each reply more precise and more unhinged than the last. He starts quoting his own unpublished manuscripts. He posts scanned handwritten pages. He tags the original commenter in a thread so long it crashes the mobile app for 6 seconds. The original commenter had 200 followers and was 17 years old. Newton doesn't know this. Newton doesn't care. Newton is now trending, not for his discovery, for the meltdown. The quote tweet reads, "This random account is going insane about light, LMAO." 400,000 impressions. His follower count jumps to 40,000 overnight. He has no idea why. He posts a 9,000-word rebuttal to someone who is already logged off. The rupture happens here. Mark this moment. A science communicator, blue check, 2.3 million followers, podcast, merch store, the whole architecture, sees the chaos and smells content. He makes a video. The title is, "Who is this angry guy who claims he invented calculus?" It's friendly, it's curious. It has a thumbnail of Newton's profile picture next to a question mark. 14 million views. And here's what the video says. Calmly, with good lighting and a ring light and a shelf of carefully arranged books behind him. Look, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying, where's the receipts? Where's the published work? Anyone can claim anything online. The audience agrees. The comments agree. The algorithm agrees. The algorithm loves this. Newton watches the video 3 times. He does not feel confused. He feels something closer to recognition because Newton has been here before. Not online, but in the actual world, in actual rooms with actual men who smiled while they dismantled him. He knows exactly what this is. He has a word for it. He starts building. Within 6 months, Newton's YouTube channel has 800,000 subscribers. Not because he got nicer, because he got systematic. He uploads 3 videos a week. Each one is filmed in the same farmhouse. No graphics, no music, no cuts. Just him standing at a chalkboard, destroying every alternative theory of motion that has ever existed, one by one in real time, with visible contempt. The comment section is a war zone. He's the most arrogant person I've ever watched, and I cannot stop watching. I don't understand a single word, but the energy is insane. This man is either a genius or having a medical event. He is not having a medical event. He releases the Principia as a PDF, free, no publisher, dropped at midnight with a 2-sentence caption: "The mathematical principles of natural philosophy. You are welcome." It breaks the internet for approximately 4 hours. Then a celebrity posts a photo and the moment passes. Newton refreshes his analytics. The PDF has 200,000 downloads in 24 hours. His AdSense revenue notification reads $340. He has unified the mechanics of the entire observable universe and made $340. This is not metaphor. This is the internet working exactly as designed. The science communicator with 2.3 million followers releases a follow-up video. It is titled, "Okay, fine, Newton might be real." 11 million views. He makes $90,000 from that video. He does not cite Newton in the description. He links his own merch store twice. Newton files a copyright claim on a 17-second clip the communicator used without permission. The claim is upheld. Newton makes $12 from the settlement. He finds the physics forums next. This is where it gets genuinely uncomfortable, because the forums are full of people who actually understand what he's done. Graduate students, researchers, people who downloaded the PDF and stayed up for 3 nights going through it. And they have questions, real ones, edge cases, proofs that don't close cleanly, anomalies at extreme velocity that Newton's framework doesn't account for. Newton has never been questioned by people who could actually follow him. He does not know how to do this. He argues, he dismisses, he posts the same derivation 6 different ways as if repetition is the same as proof. He calls one commenter, a doctoral student at ETH Zurich, geometrically illiterate. The student is not illiterate. The student is asking about what will eventually become relativity, which won't exist for another 250 years. Newton is not wrong. He is early. But online, early looks identical to incomplete, and incomplete gets destroyed. The forum post gets screenshotted, it gets shared. The headline writes itself. Newton calls grad student illiterate for asking a valid question. He loses 80,000 followers in a week. He does not notice. He is already 6,000 words into his response. Here is the thing about Isaac Newton that the internet was never going to survive. He did not need validation. He barely needed audience. He spent years on discoveries he never published because the work was the point, not the reception, not the reach, not the ratio. He once said, and this is real, that he saw himself as a boy playing on a beach while the great ocean of truth lay undiscovered before him. He posted that quote on his own Instagram. It got 12 likes. His alchemy content, which he uploaded as a joke, got 4 million. The algorithm showed him, clearly and with data, what people wanted from him. And every day he woke up and gave them something else. He never optimized. He never pivoted. He never did a collab, answered a hot take, or posted a reel of himself doing the Apple bit that everyone kept requesting. He just kept uploading the work. By the end of year 3, he has 4 million subscribers, 0 brand deals, a Patreon that generates enough to fund his actual research, and a comment section that functions as the most hostile, most accurate, most alive physics seminar on the internet. He has never once said thank you to a comment. He has never once said sorry for a claim. He has been reported for harassment 6 times, banned from 2 forums, and nominated for a Shorty Award in Science Communication, which he did not attend. Here is what you are left with. The internet was built to spread ideas. Newton had the most important ideas in the history of physical science. He put them online, free, in full, immediately. In the most watched video from his channel, 22 million views, his most shared moment, the clip that still circulates, is 17 seconds of him staring directly into the camera after someone in a live chat calls him a fraud. He doesn't speak. He doesn't smile. He just stares. And then, very quietly, he closes the laptop. The comments say he lost. He didn't close the laptop because he was finished. He closed it because he had already moved on to something they wouldn't understand for another 100 years. The terrifying part isn't that the internet ignored Isaac Newton. The terrifying part is that it didn't. It found him, watched him, clipped him, memed him, argued about him, and still, somehow, missed everything he was actually saying. Which means you have to ask yourself something uncomfortable. How many people are posting right now, not going viral, getting ratioed, talking to bots who are completely, absolutely, devastatingly right? And what are you doing about it? If this hit different, subscribe. Leave a comment with one person, real or historical, you think the internet would destroy. I read every single one.